Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and we have almost 1,500 science from that trip to the moon we did. And we are going to use that science to get more science, because that's what you do. You feed your science with more science. And the more science we're going to get is, there's something somewhere. I know there's one around here somewhere. There's a thing. I know there's a thing. I saw it. Where is it? Yeah, they must have moved stuff around. Okay, well anyway, we want to get the seismic accelerometer. Although you know what, it's totally useless because we're not landing on Minmus. I think we should go for this probe core instead because it's got better probe coritude. It can also show us terrain and it'll show us biomes. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. Let's unlock the octo. Oops. Let's unlock the octo, and it's right here. So let's unlock this, because we have to unlock this to get to the octo. And we get some better antennas and stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's get the octo 2, the octo 2, I should say. And in order to unlock anything else up here, we are going to need the bigger unlock. I'm going to actually hold on to my science as we have it right now. Although, in order to get the gravioli detector, where's that? Where's the gravioli detector? Is it here? It's here. We're going to have to go this way to get that. And can we actually get it? We can if we buy the next upgrade. Is that worth doing? We can't afford it, so it doesn't matter. But ideally, we'll be able to do it next time, and we don't need any of this stuff because we're not actually buying anything. So let's go ahead and head into the VAB here, and I'm going to show you the ship I built. And we are going to we're just going to pick up the Octo 2 here because we are going to use it on the Fluorine 1. Let's load him up. This is the ship. He's got a probe core here, but we are going to take it off. We're going to put this one on instead. It's lighter. That means we're going to be going farther, which is always nice. We have everything we need here to get the job done. And who is going? None other than Bill Kerman, his first trip. The engineer is going to be the first Kerbal to fly by Minmus, and then he's going to come home and tell everyone about it. Let's go ahead and save the Fluorine 1. And, hold on, no, we don't want that, we want that. There we go, everybody's on their own thing. I think that's fair. Let's launch. Oh, let's not launch. Now let's launch. 3, 2, 1, launch. Bill has nice steering abilities. He's excited about the chance to head up into space, the last Kerbonaut to actually get into space, mostly because, let's face it, engineers don't really have a use. Unless you're doing ISRU, which I really doubt I'll be doing this this series. I've tweaked the fuel tanks so that the bottom one drains first, keeping our center of mass as close or as high up as possible. Let's check our apoapsis here. 21. We should already be down to the 40. Other than that, though, we're looking pretty good. Oh, we just got our apoapsis outside the atmosphere, and we ran out of fuel. So let's go ahead and stage that away and get that going. There we go. That looks good to me. And I forgot to put solar panels on this thing, which can be a problem. Can be a big problem. I think we're going to hibernate the probe core as often as possible. I really should have remembered to put solar panels on this guy. That was on my checklist of things to do. Oh well, that's what you get. I'm sure we'll be fine. So we are not quite in space yet. Let's go ahead and get Bill up there. Thinks it's a 26-second burn. Let's assume that's right. Interestingly, even with the probe core off in hibernation mode, we can have SAS on. What are you going to do? I expect this is going to be a pretty quick episode. Looks like we're destined to head over here. Meet Minmus over here. Seems reasonable. Okay, there's our actual connection. Now what I want to do is I want to actually connect to Minmus on the other side. Let's see if I can use the scroll wheel here. My scroll wheel does not want to cooperate with my finger right now. Feels like I've worn off all the... Okay, I think we should do this, and then I'll do a mid-course correction. I think that's fair. I find it weird that the closest approach markers still show up here, even though we actually have an encounter. That's something that didn't used to happen. I don't know if that's on purpose, or if that's just a figment of all the changes that they've made to the game. I also don't like that the maneuver node becomes completely useless when you pass it. Not a big fan of that. I don't know what would fix it or not, but also I can't zoom in and out right now. That's interesting. Scroll wheel. I'm running the scroll wheel and it doesn't zoom in and out. There we go. And I'm going to go a teeny tiny bit more, and I'm actually going to thrust limit the engine down here. Now you might be looking at my fuel left and being scared, but we are almost done burning fuel. We are very, very close to being done burning fuel. I'm just going to... There we go. Perfect. Throttle this thing back up. Let's turn SAS off as well because we don't want it anymore. Now, midway here, we want to not put a maneuver node down. Oh, because we're in the wrong sphere of influence, probably. There we go. No maneuver nodes? Fine, we'll just warp out there. Kind of close to hitting that satellite. But we'll just warp out to about here, and then we'll just aim north and do this manually. Doing fine on the electric charge, which is good. Let's focus back on Minmus here. Yeah, we're going to want to go a little teeny tiny bit prograde, which should be up, kind of. There's prograde. So we want to, basically we want to do something like that. Now we don't want to go prograde anymore. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Maybe a little bit more normal. I'm fixing my orbit around Kerbin as we go. And that's 8,000 off of Minmus. I think that is fantastic. And then what we're going to do is, when we pass Minmus, we're going to... Actually, I wonder if we can't do maneuver nodes because I don't have the probe core on. That's probably what it is. I don't know that for a fact, but... Oh, you know what? I know what it is. It's our antennas down. Let's extend the antenna. And while we're here, let's go ahead and check science. Oh, by the way, I didn't know this at the time, but I found out what does this. Like here, notice I'm aimed at my Kerbal, and then when I move, he actually does follow the camera now. That's because SAS was on. If I turn SAS off and then I do this, now the Kerbal stays going the way he is thinking, is forward and backwards, but he doesn't follow my camera. If I turn SAS on, then he follows the camera. That's the difference. Okay, SAS off. Probe core is still in hibernation mode. And now let's see if we can add a maneuver now. Okay, and I want to do it probably a little bit farther out. And what we want to do here is, after we pass Minmus, actually we might just want to do something like, no, we want to do something like this. There we go. Yeah, a little bit radial, which is kind of weird that we want to go radial, but that's what it wants. That's what we do. And then that's 93 meters per second here, radial. And then get our periapsis down to, say, 30-ish. It's weird that burning out that way, but I guess that slows us down. So that's what we're going to do. When we get to Minmus, that's what we're going to do. And Bill will be the first Kerbal to see the far side of Minmus, with the exception of me sitting here in map mode. Okay, but first, now we have science to do. So let's go ahead and do the mystery goo. Oh, why do I stop recording? I stopped recording to like give myself a marker, and I should just start recording right away. We passed Minmus. Nothing major happened, except we did run out of electric charge. So anything I do from now on is going to be without the probe core. That's what you get for not bringing solar panels along. I did collect all the science from the surface, or from near over Minmus, but I did not collect it. So I'm going to do that now, and then whoa, and apparently Bill has also lost his ability to have SAS on. There we go. Okay, now we have the problem that we have a periapsis over Kerbin of 69 kilometers, and we want that to be closer to 30. So we can't do anything except for by burning. So I'm going to throttle up just a teeny tiny bit, and then we're going to rotate here to get ourselves going both retrograde and radial in. And then I'm going to kill it when we get down to 30. 32. 29. That's where we're going to sit. And there's no other burning I can do. I'm going to hit F5 here because I want the option to do this. But we're not going to, basically, we're just going to ride this thing down to low Kerbal orbit. When we get close to Kerbin, I'm gonna hit the F5 key here. Right here, I'm gonna hit F5. And what we're gonna do is, if we so desire, we can use our engines to slow us down and change our trajectory if we need to. I'm hoping we don't need to. As soon as we get in the atmosphere, I'm going to toss the engine here, and then we're going to see what happens to poor Bob. Or Bill, whatever. I am, though, going to use the engine to aim us retrograde first. And we are in the atmosphere. Our periapsis is 27, which is low-ish, but hopefully not too low. And now we're going to see if Bill survives. I did give him a little bit of a blader. For no particular reason. Oh, look at that. For no particular reason other than, you know, hey, we're coming back from Minmus, might as well have some ablader. And frankly, I am ecstatic about the fact that we brought a blader with us now. I don't know how necessary it is. I really don't like this wobble that we've got. But there's nothing we can do about it. All we can do is hope that it's not enough. And there are things exploding everywhere. Okay, we are officially suborbital, I think. No, we can't be. We are seriously coming down, though, and it looks like it's again going to be in the dark. It's just the way I do these things. Our ablator is almost gone. I don't know what that means for the heat shield when the time comes, but apparently we slowed down enough that the lack of ablator doesn't matter anymore, although now it's coming back. But I think we're fine. Yeah, we're under two grand. We're good. Well, that was annoying, but pretty uneventful as far as missions are concerned. We got our Explore Minmus. We're going to get the returning science data when we land. I'm going to come back when we land, and then we'll plan. We'll look at the contracts, and we'll see what we're going to do next. So please hold. And bam, we got 500 more science. Is that 500? I need new glasses. Yeah, that's 500 more. We got 1573. We basically got back what we spent before the mission, which is pretty darn good. And we got more contracts. We explored Minmus. We did Minmus. We did Minmus. We did Minmus. Let's see what the contracts say. We still have this contract for the protective shield. We should probably do that one. So maybe we could do a quick everything splash down. Space around Kerbin. We're always just going to take these because they're free. Radial decoupler splashdown. Satellite in equatorial orbit of Minmus. That's probably not a bad idea because we're going to have to set up relays anyway. Science data from space around Minmus. Obviously, we're going there. Oh, surface outpost on Duna. We're getting stuff for Duna now. 12 Kerbals. I don't think it's going to happen. And I don't feel like doing it now, to be honest. So we'll do that next time. We'll do these splashdown things. We'll hopefully get another Minmus thing, and then we'll head up there and do a landing on Minmus. Maybe we'll bring 2 people. I don't know. Hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm HMV, and as always, talk at you later.